So this is my more street-friendly version of the Cayman. So it's a lot easier to drive around the street. It's not a full-blown race car. And we're gonna go over what parts I have done to it. So first we just gotta get it cleaned up. Starting from front to back, we'll just go bumper to bumper so you guys can get an idea of what I have done to the car. So in the front we have a GT4 style front bumper. We have to say style because we're not faking the funk. And then we have the wheels. These are FORGESTAR F14 super deep concave. We had to run almost 5 degrees of camber to get the wheel to fit, because to run the super deep concave you have to run a 9.5, and the only way to make that fit was add camber. So a lot of Porsche guys, they only run like a 9. So we really wanted to get the super deep in the front to match the rear. Otherwise it would be semi-concave and then super deep in the back. And we're also running the EBC yellow stuff pads. That's a really good street pad. And we are running Stop Tech brake lines. For the interior, we don't really have anything done other than the radar detector and a little pate sticker. Always got to keep the kitty with me. For coilovers, we're running BC Racing coils. Just on their, we run them at a medium setting. It's like, the coils aren't too stiff, but they're like really good for the street. I mean, I've tracked the car with them before. They could be a little stiffer, but since this car is mostly street driven, it's perfect for what I use it for. For the motors, what we have done first is I did the AFE power intakes. We did a dry intake system, so I don't have to like clean it and oil it. The car has an IPD competition plenum with the GT3 throttle body. The car also has a tune from HD Tuning. That is by far one of the best mods you could do, but we'll go over that in another video. And for the exhaust, we have the Soul Performance competition system. That's basically their catless system with the headers and the valve muffler, rear wing, and then the rear diffuser, GT4 style. So I wanted the car to look like have all the best parts of a GT4, but not exactly be a GT4, because it's not a GT4, and like I run the PDK. So I didn't want to go with the GT4 wing, and I didn't do the GT4 vents, because otherwise it'll look like a car and it's something it's not. I love the way this looks. This is more like a street-friendly version. It's very sleek.
If you could go back, would you get the GT4, or would you keep this car and do it the way you did?
If I could go back, I would take this car 100%.
Why is that?
Because I already have a manual Cayman, so I don't see the point in having 2 manual Caymans, because they'd basically both be the same exact car, just one has more power and it's newer. So the PDK is amazing in this car. So I'm really glad my friend Johnny talked me into getting PDK, because I really enjoy it and it's just an amazing transmission. Future mods we're gonna do to this car is definitely, I'm gonna change the seats out. These seats are pretty good for stock, but I need like a bucket seat. So I'm thinking about going with Recaro. So if anyone has a hookup, let me know. The other thing I want to definitely change is the front bumper. Even though it's a GT4 style, I really like the 718 bumper, so I got to find a way to make it fit, because the headlights are different when they switch to the 718. I think that'll make the car look just like newer. I just like that OEM plus plus.
Plus plus. I like that.
It's plus plus, not just OEM plus. It's plus plus. Looks a little different than stock. Well, eventually, for this car, I want to do Team BGB Motorsports out in Florida. They do motor swaps. They put a 3.8 liter from the Carrera S in these cars, and then that motor makes like 400 horsepower, and they could also bore and stroke it out to I think a 4.2, and it'd be pushing close to 500. So that would be like the last thing I'd probably do to this car.
How much is it running right now, like horsepower wise?
So horsepower wise, the car is making 331 wheel on the dyno. This car has a lot to gain for an NA car for when you mod it. So why leave anything on the table? Thanks for watching. This is the build breakdown of the 981. I'm definitely going to do a build breakdown of the 987 race car. That car has a long list of mods, so stay tuned for that one. Like and subscribe. I almost forgot, the Soul Performance is my favorite part of the car. It sounds amazing. I'm going to give you guys a sound bite.